Willie's Fab here. This 66 F350 rolled into the shop and it was a really nice truck. It was a really nice patina truck. The bed had just been chopped up. I couldn't even say. Had to have been 60s, 70s. They did it with a torch. It was chopped up in order for them to convert it to like a tow truck. So the customer wanted it to be back to OE. That's what we made happen. Um, Even with the donor pieces, I had some doubts, so I actually seek some guidance from my elder. He's a good friend of mine. We talked through it and weighed out our options, and we ended up deciding on going the route of cutting along the edge of the pinch weld seam, just due to the fact that if I were to try to just drill out the pinch welds that were along this line of the bed that I'm showing you right here, I would be doing substantial damage to the bed, so I didn't want to do that. So this is the route we went. I started by cutting an eighth inch off of what I would call the pinch weld seam on both pieces, just right where you're seeing it, where the red meets the white. Take your time, make sure they match. Take your time fitting this stuff up. Get rid of all the junk that can't stay. Make sure you're watching your structural integrity of the bed too, because as you could see in there in that pocket, the stake pocket runs through the rear tail light housing, so don't cut that if you're working on this specific bed. Again, take your time, fit things up. The last thing you want to do is fully commit to a hard weld before all your pieces to the puzzle are in place. You know, you especially when you're working on a bed and like you want to take the time to, put that tailgate up there, make sure it latches, make sure all the pieces are in place because there's just so many variables even on something like this that you could just easily overlook. So, take your time, fit it all up, then hard weld it out. So it actually turned out really good. The passenger side did not fight me much at all. I remember distinctly it went pretty smooth. Now this side, not so much. I struggled a little bit more with it and took a little more time. Just is what it is. Some of it was due to the condition of the bed. Down low, I actually had to do a little bit of work to make the body lines match, but it turned out really good. Again, you can see that ratchet strap there. That's actually to help keep my distance and make sure that, you know, everything's staying in place. So, with all that being said, due to the nature of this build and it being a patina paint job, um, you don't really want to use a lot of filler. So, you got to take your time being the welder. Make sure you set up your body man. Make sure, he can actually work with what you're sending them. My goal always is to do the best job possible anyways, but I definitely communicate with my painter, make sure he's happy before you move it along to him. So that's what I did. He was happy. The job's difficulty, I mean, that could be a tricky one. I think difficulty comes down to experience. The job probably would have been a little bit harder had I not been able to lean on the experience of others. So make sure that, you always have an open mind. And if you're not sure, seek guidance in whatever way that's available to you. That's what I always recommend. Stay hungry out there too. There's a lot of people that are just, they ain't got it. Do you got it? Either you do or you don't. It ain't about skill, it's about drive. Check out this bed. I think it turned out pretty good. Um, every person we walked up to this bed didn't believe me that I had patched these panels, which to be fair, that was primarily due to the amazing patina job my painter did, so greatly appreciate all the help. Um, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. I got some more videos coming of this truck and some other fabrication content. Peace.